Good morning, everyone. Welcome to What's Up Wednesday. I hope everybody's having a great day so far. My name is Erin, and today we're going to be covering blogging and plogging. So that's going to be our topic. A few things that we're working on. We are finishing up this really cool little text function that we have. I know I said this week I'd have some more details on it. I will get some more details this week. Our head programmer's actually been on vacation, so I haven't had a chance to really talk to him about it yet and get the rest of the final details. So when we get that together, I will go ahead and let you know. Sorry, I'm trying to show my screen. There we go. So we'll go ahead and get those details together, and then for next week in What's Up Wednesday, I'll be sure we'll go over and cover it. Basically what it's going to be is if you're a real estate agent, you can text in your MLS number, and we'll go ahead and pull in the property and add it in for you and set it up. If you're a loan officer, you can text us the agent BRE number, and we'll go ahead and add in your agents into the system. And then if you text us the MLS number, we can go ahead and add in the property as well. So we're going to kind of do it that way. If you have just like a quick text you want to send us. So once I have the rest of the details, I'll let you know. But that's something we're working on. It is live now. I just don't have all the details. So I want to make sure I have everything correct and everything's good to go before I share with you. So next week, that's going to be part of our topic that we talk about. Also, there was something that we discussed last week. There were a lot of questions that popped up that I had gotten from you after we finished our call. So I wanted to kind of go over this with you again real quick. Under the Personal tab, under Personal Websites, we have it to where there's a new IDX search box that's going to be on the on the personal websites that consumers can go and search for. So under your Personal tab and under Personal Websites, you'll see that there's this little Tools section here. When you click on this little wrench icon, this is going to take you to your Pearl home page options. You'll see that there's the heading search. When you click on this, it will give you some samples to see exactly what that heading search will look like. So if you click through here, you'll see that this one says no search header. You'll see that this one only has the city and state, so consumers can type in like Aliso Viejo, California, and then it would pop up with all the properties in Aliso Viejo, California. This one gets a little more detailed, so they can do city, state, or zip. They can do the search radius, price, bedroom, bath. And then this one's a little more transparent. So same thing, it's going to be city, state, or zip, and then the search radius, price, bedroom, bath. So we have a transparent one, or we have one that's a little more standout, and then you can just choose to do the city or state. So this is going to be the new search header. So if you have a personal website that you're utilizing in the system, again, that's going to be under the Personal tab, and then go to Personal Websites, and then you'll see that you have this little wrench icon here, and then you can choose to do your personal website settings here. Now this is only going to be able to be allowed on layouts 10, 9, and then I believe 7 and possibly layout 8. So it's only going to be the last 4 templates through the personal website. So if you're using layout, say 5, I don't think that you'll be able to use that. You can definitely test it out, but if for any reason you don't see it on your personal website, it's most likely because we don't have that one available. So let's view the website. I'm not sure. Yeah, so here you'll be able to see the transparent search bar on here. And you'll see here that it's skewed off to the right a lot. So that's the good thing with this setting here. You can actually choose to move it. So it gives you an option to make sure that you can move it over to the left, to the right, to the bottom, to the top, however you want to rearrange it. You can choose to kind of move it around. So this is what that search box looks like on the personal website. It will show up here in the header section. So you'll see it listed here. So that's something that's new. We've kind of given you some more options for that. And then also layout 10 is our new layout option for the personal websites. So under your Personal tab, if you go to the layout option here, you'll be able to see that you can choose a new layout, which is going to be our layout 10. Now keep in mind too, if you want to be able to do customization for the personal websites, you'll see at the bottom it does have this little customization section here. So you'll see that layout 10 and layout 7 are very customizable. If you get into some of these other templates, you'll see that there's no customization, or you can only change out the header. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're choosing your layouts. Just make sure if you want something that's a little more customizable, layout 10 is going to be one that is very customizable. We can actually go through and change it a lot more. So we have that. And then some other things we're working on, just kind of finishing up that neighborhood watch, getting that done. And then, like I said, we'll have that new texting feature where you can text in the MLS number, or text in to add in an agent, or text in to add in a loan officer, and so on and so forth. So that's something I'll have available next week. Again, I'm just waiting to get some more details on that. And then once I have that information, we'll definitely discuss that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with our topics today. So we are going to be focusing on blogging and plogging. So if you're not sure what plogging is, it's actually a property-specific blog that we have within our system. So you can choose to create a property-specific blog about any listing that's listed within agent marketing. And the cool thing is we actually create a template for you so you can use the template as an option. Now, there's two types of blogging and plogging that you can do within our system. Creating a blog is going to be a blog that you can write about anything you want. So if you want to create a blog possibly about new restaurants in the area, or maybe the top schools within your area, you can write a blog about anything. Now, a blog is going to be a property-specific blog. So it's going to be targeting that specific property that you have listed in the system, or that your agents have listed in the system. Now, if you're looking to get more exposure for the property listings, doing the property blogs is going to be one thing that's really going to help with your listings and SEO. So we all hear that word SEO, and a lot of us don't really know what SEO means, or how to do SEO, or how to get your properties on the first page of Google. Now, SEO is search engine optimization. So getting your property websites on Google is huge. With our plogging platform, that's going to be one thing that's going to help stand out and get those properties on the first page of Google. So to get started, we're going to go with the blogging feature first. So if you go to your personal tab here at the top of agent marketing, you'll see that you have a section that says blogging. It's going to be the third option in agent marketing. Now, if you're an insurance agent, if you're a title rep, loan officer, broker, agent, any one of you guys can choose to do blogging within agent marketing. Now, to do the plogging, which is the property blogging, you would have to be a real estate agent and have listings underneath your account in order to do so. As a loan officer, you can plog for your agents if you choose. That is an option. But the big thing is doing the blogging. Anybody can do a blog, create a blog within your account. So going to the personal tab and going to blogging, you'll see here that you have some options to create a new blog. Now, you'll go here to this little add new button here, and then you can start to build your blog. Now, again, to kind of give you some examples of what you would write a blog about. You can write about a specific city that you're targeting in, maybe a new restaurant that's opened up, or the best coffee shop in Aliso Viejo you want to write about, or maybe the school district, or maybe you want to write a blog about selling homes, or if you're a loan officer, maybe you want to write a blog about some different loan scenarios, or maybe a special loan program that you're working on. Insurance agents, get in here and write blogs about different policy information, or maybe some homeowner information about having home insurance, or renter's insurance, or anything like that. You can write about a blog. You can write a blog about anything you want. So you'll see here that you have the title, so you can title your blog on whatever you want, and then you can also use the keywords. Now, keywords are so important when you're writing blogs, and I always like to, people say, well, what do I write for a keyword or keywords? When you're writing a blog, you have to think about what consumers are going to be typing in when they're searching for your blog, or your listing, or your certain category that you're talking about. So think about that. If you're an agent and you are talking about a new restaurant in Aliso Viejo, then you could say best steakhouse in Aliso Viejo, new steakhouse in Aliso Viejo, best something, you can do it that way. If you're writing a property blog, you can have it, say you have a 4-bedroom home for sale, so you could do 4-bedroom home for sale in Aliso Viejo. And maybe it has a pool, so you can do pool home for sale in Aliso Viejo, or golf course view home for sale in Aliso Viejo. So you just kind of want to think about what a consumer would type in when they're going to search for homes, or when they're going to search for something on Google. That's a big thing for keywords. So kind of keep that in the back of your mind when you're writing blogs. Now here you'll have a WYSIWYG editor, which allows you to go through, you can embed videos, you can create links, you can add in pictures. It really allows you to go through, you can do the different formatting and see some different font types here. If you want to add in your links, you can click on this. If you want to add in pictures, you can click here. So using this editor, it's going to be pretty simple and pretty easy to go through and create a blog. Now we have this great little thing on agent marketing. When you do post a blog within the system, we have a feature called Blog Roll, which displays all of the different people who are in our system who are writing blogs. So you can see here, if you go to your dashboard tab and go to the blog roll, this will give you the different blogs that our real estate agents or loan officers or title reps or anybody using our system is actually blogging about. So if you go through the blog roll, you can kind of get some ideas or maybe see some different things. So you'll see here that we already have some people writing some blogs this morning, which is awesome. So using this is something you can use as kind of a guide. We do have some featured members that we show that actually are people who frequent blog or use a blogging platform on a regular basis. So you can go through and maybe read through. Once you actually publish your blog, it will display here on the blogging blog roll that we have within the system. And again, this can be found under the dashboard tab here and under blog roll. So you'll be able to post your blog and have it here. Once you do create a blog, you'll be able to see all your blogs listed here on your blogging platform. Now let's go ahead and create a property-specific blog. So we're going to go ahead, I'm logged in under an agent right now, so we're going to go ahead and go to our property tab and then go view our properties here. Now I want to write a blog about this 123 Sandcastle property here. So I'm going to go ahead and click here on this little link icon. So you'll see it says view links for this property. So I'm going to click here on this link icon. I'm going to scroll down all the way to the very bottom here, and you'll see it says post your blog. Now when you post your blog, it's going to give you layout 1 and layout 2. Now if you're using a blogging platform outside of agent marketing, we do provide you with these layout options. You can copy this all the way and you can post it into your blog, and it will allow you to create this formatted blog. But we also have it through agent marketing, so you can choose to use that. So you can choose layout 1 if you want to show you what it looks like. It's going to give you a pretty basic, layout, pretty simple information. It will have all the property details, and you'll be able to see that here. And then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to do layout 2 here. So if you go to layout 2, you'll be able to see that we have a different style of layout. So it's got a bigger photo, and then it's kind of got more of a different layout for the actual property blog. It will have the mapping options on here. And then we do kind of do some pre-generated content on here. So you'll be able to use that as an option if you want to use layouts 1 or 2. Now in the property description, I actually recommend going through and doing a little bit more enhancing for this and adding in some keywords. So again, you'll kind of want to use it as an option, use the keywording as an option to enhance your blog. So again, that's when you'll want to think about what consumers are going to be typing into Google to search for homes in this specific area. So say that we've gone through, we've done all of our keywording, our blog is done. I'm going to get rid of this little text box here, and we're going to hit save. So now if I go view, you'll see here it says 3-bedroom home for sale in Aliso Viejo. So now I can view my blog and I can see what it looks like. So it's going to have my agent information listed here. It's going to have my featured properties, and then it's going to have that big old beautiful picture of that home and then all the property details about that specific listing. So the cool thing is you can do a very simple blog if you don't feel like keywording. You don't have to, but just keep in mind that the keywording does help. So you kind of want to go through and make sure that you're doing the keywording in this description portion of the agent marketing. So really important to make sure you do that, and you can go through and customize it and use that as an available option for you. Now you can also change the status. So if you want to, you'll see here when you do create a blog, it's going to keep it in draft mode for you. You can choose to do the status by changing it, and you can choose when you want this blog to go active. So if you want to use today as the date, you want it to go live at, we'll say 12 p.m., you know that the sellers are, you're selling their home, you're going to do it, you're going to, you're invested with them, then you can do 12 p.m. today, and then it's going to say scheduled for today at 12 p.m. to activate that blog. And then you can always go in and choose to edit it. So if you always want to go back and kind of customize it, make it a little bit different, go through and change anything, you also have that as an option. So pretty easy to go through and create those property-specific blogs. So I'm going to change this. I don't want to make this live. So we're going to change. I'll just leave it now. I'm going to delete it once we're done anyways. So creating those blogs are going to be pretty simple. You can choose to do the plogging feature, or you can do the blogging feature. So again, property blog is going to be a plug, and a blog is going to be a blog. You can write about anything you want. Sky's the limit when you're creating those blogs. Now I have a little guide here. I'm going to actually post in the GoToWebinar chat box right now. This is going to kind of be a great little guide that you can use when you're going through and posting your blogs. So this is our blogging on jet fuel guide. I just posted it in the chat box of the webinar. If you need it, just write your question in the question box and I can post it there as well. It doesn't allow me to post unless somebody writes a question. With the blogging on jet fuel, this is going to be something that you can use when you're going through and writing your blogs. Now, I have a personal blog that I use for my, I like to cook and do kind of foodie stuff. So I have a foodie blog that I'm creating right now, and I've used this as a guide, and it's actually been pretty helpful for me. I'm still trying to understand SEO and all of that. So using this guide, I highly recommend it if you're going through and creating blogs. Again, it's going to be able to allow you to just kind of give you a checklist and some suggestions and things you may not think of when you're writing your blog. So just use this. The optimization checklist is huge. Make sure you're writing unique content. If Google sees duplicate content on their search engine, they'll delete it, and then nothing will populate. So make sure you're kind of mixing it up. If you're posting a blog on multiple sites, make sure you're using unique content, not duplicating all the content, or you won't get anything that populates. Be sure to use the keywords in the title. Use a keyword in the first sentence and last sentence. Be sure to use an image, keyword the image, and so this guide is going to be pretty helpful and pretty self-explanatory when you're going through and writing blogs. So again, I did post that in the chat box of GoToWebinar, so if you need this, let me know. I will also post this link in the YouTube channel, so you can use this as a guide when you're going through and writing your blogs to get those all going. So that's what I have for you for the blogging and plogging. Any questions about the blogging or plogging platform? Next week, we're going to be focusing on marketing materials for the property-specific websites. So I'll be showing you some different marketing materials and things that we have available for you to be able to get that property website more exposure. And then on the 31st, which is the last week of the month, we will be focusing on property widgets. So that's going to be kind of walking you through how to set up the property widgets and using the widgets as an option as well. So any questions about the blogging platform, any questions about agent marketing in general that I can answer for you, feel free to write them in the question box right now. This is recorded and will be up on YouTube shortly, so if you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And then that way you get your question, or you can watch the recording. Any questions? No questions today? All right. Let's see. So there was a question coming in where to find the previous session. So let me go ahead and pull up that YouTube channel, and I will post that right now in the question box here. All right, so with YouTube, that goes how, with YouTube, be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel here. You'll see the little red subscribe button. If you haven't done so, be sure to subscribe. When a new video is uploaded, you actually get notified, so I want to make sure that you do get notified of those new videos. There was a question coming in asking where the plug goes. The plug is a property-specific blog that actually gets sent out to the search engine. So it will be sent out to Google. Keep in mind when you are blogging and plogging, it does take time for those blogs to populate onto Google. It's not you post it and then it automatically generates on there. It can take some time, so be a little patient. As soon as you do go live with your blog or your plug, we do send it out right away to the search engines. But with them, with Google and Bing and all those different search engines, Yahoo, all that stuff, it can take some time. So make sure that, you give it a little bit and just keep checking back on Google. If you're not seeing it, maybe go through and keyword a little bit more and kind of do that too. Also, YouTube videos are always really good for SEO too, so just keep that in mind. Any other questions? Anything else? Anything else? All right. Well, it looks like that's it for questions. If there's anything that we can help with, our support hotline number is at the top of our website, so feel free to give us a call. Also, we have this little chat box down here. You can always chat with our support team, and we're here to help and answer any questions you may have. If you do have any questions for me, feel free to always send me an email, Erin, E-R-I-N, @agentmarketing.com. Feel free to send me any suggestions, any feedback, any complaints, compliments, anything. Just let us know. We're here to help. I want to make sure that we're helping you with anything that we can help with. So let us know anything we can help with. All right, everyone, thank you so much. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your Wednesday. Have a great week, and we will see you next week. Thanks, everyone.